Join me as I dive deep into the Dricus Plessis vs Khamzat Chimaev match and try to spot mistakes you won't believe I found. The highly anticipated matchup between Dricus Plessis and Khamzat Chimaev has the entire MMA community buzzing. Both fighters have been making waves in the UFC, with Plessis known for his aggressive fighting style and well-rounded skills, while Chimaev has been on a meteoric rise with his dominant grappling abilities and knockout power. What makes this matchup so compelling is the clash of styles and the fact that both fighters are looking to make a statement in the highly competitive middleweight division. One of the key mistakes Plessis has made in his previous fights is his tendency to leave himself open to counterattacks while pushing the pace. He's been known to take risks and be overly aggressive, which can sometimes backfire. On the other hand, Chimaev has struggled with defending against submissions, often getting caught in bad positions and having to scramble to escape. If Plessis can capitalize on this weakness, he may be able to catch Chimaev in a submission. Chimaev's reliance on his grappling skills has been a double-edged sword. While it's allowed him to dominate many of his opponents, it's also made him vulnerable to strikers who can keep the fight standing. Plessis, with his well-rounded skills, may be able to exploit this by using his jab to keep Chimaev at bay. However, Chimaev's power and aggression should never be underestimated, and Plessis will need to be careful not to get caught in a bad position. With his well-rounded skills, may be able to use his wrestling to neutralize Chimaev's grappling advantages. A key moment in the fight could be when Chimaev tries to take Plessis down and fails, leaving him open to a counterattack. The most critical moment in the fight could be in the early rounds, when both fighters are feeling each other out and looking to establish their game plan. If Plessis can use his jab to keep Chimaev at bay and avoid getting taken down, he may be able to build confidence and take control of the fight. Conversely, if Chimaev can establish his grappling dominance early, he may be able to dictate the pace of the fight and wear Plessis down. In terms of specific examples, we can look at Plessis' fight against Robert Whittaker, where he was caught in a bad position and had to scramble to escape. We can also look at Chimaev's fight against Li Jingliang, where he was able to use his grappling to dominate the fight and secure a submission victory. The major mistakes discussed, Plessis' aggression, Chimaev's submission defense, and their respective conditioning and wrestling abilities, all have significant implications for the outcome of the fight. If Plessis can avoid getting taken down and use his jab to keep Chimaev at bay, he may have a good chance of winning. But if Chimaev can establish his grappling dominance, he may be able to wear Plessis down and secure a late-round submission. So, what do you think the biggest mistake will be in this fight? Will Plessis be able to use his aggression to take down Chimaev, or will Chimaev's grappling prove to be too much for him? Let me know in the comments below, and be sure to check out my previous videos on UFC match analyses for more insights into upcoming fights.